Hello all, and welcome to the next kind of unboxing. Just kind of sticking with the horror theme from the Scream unboxing, the Ghostface unboxing in the last video. In that video at the beginning, I kind of mentioned my sort of top kind of horror movie icons, specifically slashers. And I kind of named off a top five with Freddy, Michael Myers, Ghostface, Leatherface, Jason Voorhees. But I think a genuine honorable mention, if not even a placement in the top five, deserves to go to Candyman, played by Tony Todd. It's one of the reasons why, and the reason why I say that is for the same reason I think Freddy is so much better than a lot of the other villains, is because we have an actual person to kind of connect it with. With Freddy, you get a lot of the charisma of Robert Englund. And it's the same thing with the Candyman. You get the presence of Tony Todd. Even Ghostface, especially in that early movie with Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich, you kind of get that presence of them. But you don't get that with Leatherface. I mean, don't get me wrong. Leatherface, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, they all have their own presence, but you're not really getting the emotion of the actors themselves. Maybe a little bit more with Leatherface, with his screaming and grunting. But I think when you have characters that we can really connect a specific performer with, such as Robert Englund with Freddy or Tony Todd with Candyman, it makes them that much better because you get to see the expressions. You get to hear the emotion in the voice. You get to do all kinds of things with it. So I think that's why the Candyman with Tony Todd specifically deserves either an honorable mention or a spot in the top five, in my opinion. This is specifically from Candyman 2, Farewell to the Flesh. I mean, he looks pretty much the same as 1. Movie-wise, I prefer Candyman 1. I think it's up there with some of the best horror movies ever. I'm excited for the new movie. I'm glad they brought back Tony Todd. When they make these remakes and they keep trying to change a lot, it just does not work. We've seen it with the Friday the 13th movie, the Nightmare on Elm Street movie, and don't get me wrong, I like Jackie Earle Haley, but he's no Robert Englund. That's just plain and simple. As Freddy, at least. But we're seeing like these kind of reboots with like original cast members really working out. The Halloween reboot is amazing. I like that movie. And I'm hoping they can do the same thing with Candyman with that kind of reboot for a new sequel to follow the first movie. Like I said, this is from the second movie, but he looks the same, so I'm totally cool with it. This is the only NECA clothed figure I've owned. I don't really like the clothed figure series. A lot of times I just think they look kind of like the bodies look small and the heads look big and the clothes look oversized. But with him, with the Candyman one, I think they actually nailed this one. So that's why I picked him up. Plus my love of horror movies and the Candyman in general. So let's kind of crack this guy open. He's in a bit of a clamshell, so hopefully he's not too hard to get open here. Easy enough. So there we go on the back. Kind of got some different poses going on for this figure. Yeah. I'm just going to say it now. That head sculpt is amazing. The clothed figure head sculpts always look really good. It's just the bodies and the clothes for them always look kind of weird. So here we go with Tony Todd, the Candyman. Let's go and take out the accessories first. So, interestingly enough, in the second movie, when he kind of peels open the coat and you get the gory kind of bees in the chest, this just hooks on. So that's kind of cool. You just peel the shirt back and hook that on. Instead of just like it being some interchangeable piece, it just hooks on. I like that. That's pretty cool. I'd much rather have that than be some weird interchangeable piece. So yeah, honestly probably won't use this. I'd prefer to keep them with the jacket on and everything. So not really going to be using that, but cool to have anyways. Alternate head with the bees in the mouth. Obviously a very classic scene to go with your chest with the bees. Again, probably not going to use this one much. Cool to have nonetheless, just in case you want to kind of recreate that scene. So, yeah. And, again, just a great likeness for Tony Todd there. Okay, let's get to Tony Todd. This is a closed figure, so I'm going to try to snip this very delicately. There we go. Awesome. I think that's it, right? There's only one plastic kind of pack. Packaging error. Haha. Oh no, not a packaging error. My bad. It's actually on the feet. I was gonna say that's only one, isn't it? And I was gonna make a joke about like, there's a plastic thing, but it's not even hooked to his feet. I was wrong. It is. I was gonna claim packaging error, but nope. Okay, there we go. And here we have Tony Todd, the Candyman. Oh, this is nice. This jacket is amazing. I'm kind of stunned, I'm not going to lie. Like, that threw me off for a moment. See if I can get his legs straightened out here so we can get a good pose. There we go. Stiff joints, but, I mean, he does kind of have that skinny body, but the jacket covers it up really well. And one of the cool things about this already that I'm just telling, that I can just tell you kind of right off the bat with this guy, is that one, he's probably going to be hard. Oh, no, there we go. He's standing. I was going to say, he's probably going to be hard to stand. Is that the jacket is, one, it's amazing quality, just the kind of fake fur and everything. But the bottom of it has wiring. I didn't know that. So you can keep it closed by just folding up that bottom right there. That is awesome. And he stands. He stands really well when you're kind of going with that. I think the jacket does a lot for this. Like I said, the clothed figures with the skinny bodies and the big heads tend to kind of look off to me. Like the Jaws ones. Those, for whatever reason, that are coming out. They're not out yet, but they're coming out. Those just look bad, body-wise. And I get that's the look. You're going for like that weird Mego look from way back when. But still, it's not for me. The reason why I like this one though is because the jacket is big enough to kind of conceal a lot of that and make him look more proper. In a lot of ways, if you didn't know just from a distance, you might think that's just like an ultimate Candyman, like a NECA Ultimate Candyman. It's that detailed and that good, especially with the coat. I think the coat, and I keep saying it, like praising the coat, praise the coat instead of the sun. I think it saves this whole figure. Like, it really does, and it's the standout piece of this figure. The head sculpt is amazing, don't get me wrong. Head sculpt's fantastic. He's got the classic, iconic hook in the hand, and all that, but, like, the coat really makes this stand out even better. It hides kind of the skinny Mego-style body really well. It fills out the rest of the figure, and just the fact that the quality with the wire in the bottom, it's amazing. I mean, it's great. It looks just like him. And put that with this, like, great head sculpt, and, you know, you've got just a damn good Tony Todd Candyman. Wow. I'm so impressed. I like I said, I'm not a big fan of the clothesline, that Mego design, but it works so well for this one. Yeah, I'm kind of speechless. I wasn't expecting it to be... I was expecting it to be great. I wasn't expecting it to be this great. So very happy about that. In terms of articulation, I think he is going to be a little stunted with the coat and the shoulders up here, which is fine with me. I'm probably not going to be posing him too much. I think kind of just an ominous regular stance like that works. No interchangeable hands or anything. We've got the hook hand. We got the hand again. But beyond that, this wire in the coat and the coat itself really helps this so much. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have nothing but praise for this figure. The only thing I can think of is if you like to be negative is if you took off the coat and he had like that skinny kind of Mego body underneath. But you wouldn't. I don't know why you would do that. You would pose Candyman with the coat. So yeah, I mean, just a really good figure, and I guess I could kind of give him a little bit of a. I do have my Scream figure here, so there's a size comparison with Scream with the Ghostface, the Ultimate Ghostface. So he is definitely taller, which makes sense. Tony Todd's a big guy; he's supposed to be tall. And I know these clothed figures run, I believe, at a 8-inch scale as opposed to a 6-inch scale, like the Ghostface here. I do have another thing I can I have my old NECA Freddy. I could let me get that. Let me get this that I could kind of scale him with as well. This is the Freddy from the first movie, and he is a lot bigger than Freddy. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good scale. Because Robert Englund's a pretty tall dude as well, which, you know, by proxy makes Freddy a pretty tall guy. So I think these guys should probably be a little bit more in line with each other. So if you're looking to pose him with other NECAs, may not be the wisest thing from a height perspective. But if you kind of got him on his own, maybe a little bit out of the way, I think he looks great. So maybe beyond scaling him with other villains, I think this is a home run. I really do. I'm so happy I ended up getting this. I've been wanting him for a while. Finally found him for a good price. Pulled the trigger, and that was it. Kind of funny thing is, my friend Cranky, who got me the Rambo I opened up, was originally told me he was going to get me this because I kept talking about it, how much I wanted it. Then I ended up buying it like a few weeks before, so he had to change course and found me the Rambo instead. So kind of a funny thing there, but yeah, this is just a beautiful figure for Tony Todd, Candyman, however you want to put it. Love it. Really love it. This is probably going to be one of my favorites in that whole horror movie lineup of NECAs. So yeah, no complaints. Just an awesome figure. The wire coating, you know, you can open it up, and when you open it up, you kind of see that like the loose clothes and the smaller body, but keeping it closed, I mean, it really hides any of the negatives of that. So yeah, love it. Glad he stands well. I don't think you really need to pose him much more than this, giving him that intimidating kind of just smooth charm. Like that's kind of the thing with the Candyman and Tony Todd is he's very menacing, but it's not like he's purposely going out of his way to kind of scare you in a way Freddy does, or being a big mute zombie like Michael Myers or well, Michael Myers isn't a zombie, but Jason Voorhees. There's like a calm, cool, collected method to the madness that just him kind of just standing there gives in those movies. And I think this figure is a very good representation of that same type of thing. So yeah, no complaints. I love this figure. Happy with it. And that's going to be it for this one. I will catch you guys. If you've never seen Candyman, go watch it. It's a great movie. Excited for the sequel. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.